Hi everyone, welcome to Cosmic Turtles. My name is Tina. Lighting a smudge Palo Santo stick. It smells real nice. This is more of a soothing recording, soothing message. I'm going to use the Night Sun Tarot. We'll see what messages come out. Messages do we have for the collective at the moment? Ooh, something flipped. Queen of Cups. For a lot of people, this self-care is being asked. You're being asked to do your self-care, to nurture yourself, to know that you're worthy, to know that you're awesome. You don't know it yet, but you will. You are beings of divine light playing a role on Earth. And you can get out of those costumes anytime you want, if you want to. What is it? Some people call it breaking out of the matrix. But still being a human, still being a spirit, having a human experience. It's just, we don't want the toxic crap that comes with certain experiences. It's useful in a way, yes, so we can grow. Maybe all that is just to teach us to do our self-care, because we forget about ourselves. Let's see what else comes out. Transformative energies going on in the collective at the moment. Self-care is a big one. What else is there? Divine channel. Thank you. What do we have for our collective as a message? Ooh, more. It flipped. Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups is feeling satisfied. In the Night Tarot, this is how it appears. There's a baby in the middle, a baby with wings, showing our divinity is being protected by all those cups around it. And there's blooming flowers. So something's happening inside of people. And they don't know what it is, but it's causing an awful lot of internal battles. They just want that inner peace. This represents inner peace in a way too. It also shows like a fetus, but a fully formed baby ready to emerge. All that love around it. The universe sees us that way, you know? We're all like these babies, almost ready to be born, but born into our own consciousness, awareness of everything that is. We're getting there. And we're waking up as waves, different groups of people waking up. And oh boys, it's not easy. Once you get past a few of them, there's other parts of you that wakes up and you start growing. Like those flowers are growing. They're growing from the depths of emotion because water represents our emotional realm. That is very much part of our human experience. Even if we choose to numb it or to deny it, depends what you put in your cup, right? What you allow to be put in your cup when you have interactions with others. If you allow poison to enter your life and you know that it's toxic or poison, and there's a part of you that says, yeah, go for it. And you know on a deeper level, a deeper sense, no, that's not for me. No matter how curious I am, I have a feeling or a sense I've already been through this before and it's not going to be something I like. So it's about choosing afterwards. It's about choosing what you want and what you're going to allow to be put in your cup by you, by others, by the universe. What else is there for the collective at the moment? Almost. It didn't flip totally. It didn't fall out. What else do we have for our collective? Ooh, one fell. Five of Swords. Is stuck in our mind. And our mind replays a past on a loop. That was the reason to shut down the emotions in the first place. But it's through the emotions. It's through it. That means you gotta open it up to be able to get out of this. That's why they say, like, that's why one way that helps is music and and types of music, certain vibrations to get you out of your head. Because the more you focus on that loop, the more you give it power over you. But if you no longer give it attention and you focus on something else, you're making something else grow. She's about that. She's about placing her focus on what is important to her. Her or him, it's not gender specific, it's an energy. But in this case, in this depiction, this picture, she has her hand on her belly because she's pregnant. This could be an idea that started to germinate within your creative garden within you. And you keep your focus on it. You watch it grow. So as you watch what you do want, what no longer applies to you just fades away. It's tough to change your perspective. It's tough to change your focus. It's possible to do when your will is involved. This is the color yellow. So within the card, it shows the solution to the problem. Your will, the solar plexus. That's how you can get out of that. So bring your attention down to your, and then see through that. This is your will. Excuse me. Cautiously letting go, consciously surrendering, and maintaining that level of consciousness from the moment you wake and any moment that you have that you notice yourself going back to thinking of those thoughts that keep looping. That's when you start building up your own red flag repertoire. You start putting little red flags on these things when they show up. So next time it shows up, then you trained and restructured your brain consciously on what to do when these thoughts come up. It takes determination and will, and also trust in yourself. Do you believe you're able to restructure yourself from the inside out? If the answer is yes, do it. If the answer is no, test it out to see if it works. The first answer will be, no, I don't believe it. But when you try it, then you just grew a mustard seed of belief. And even from that can grow exponentially. Or in other words, big time. It's possible to do. are human beings, we're not human doings. So how do you just be? This is not being, this is doing. You did it so much, it's on repeat. This is being. You allow yourself to just be. And if who you are is that little baby with wings, then you allow that to grow from the inside out. Consciously. The age of Aquarius is the new template, is like these are labels, but it's a way of explaining something. And this is the age of the awakening consciousness. And what that is you're waking up to who you truly are and what you're part of. Because a lot of us, the first two questions is on our spiritual journey is, who am I and what's my purpose? Next card. Three of Cups. Connection with others. Possibly others that are also like-minded or similar spirit or a similar vibration, similar sense of things. It's people you meet that you kind of have a sense of familiarity with them, but in a good way. It's also you connecting with yourself and connecting with your higher self. This is you, let's say, and this is divine beings, universe, helping you fill your cup. One of these is your higher spirit. One of these could be your guardian angel or your guide. It's however you choose to look at it. But you're never alone. You start to experience that on this journey. You start to actually see proof of this for yourself. It takes will and faith and believing in yourself. And these things, they can be explained not so above your head type of thing. They can be explained in ways that are more practical application. They can be explained with everyday examples. I'm going general for somehow, some way. Your own inner self will tell you the examples that would make sense with this. It's your journey. This is also one of the ways to counter-react this. Get out of your head is also get out of your comfort zone. Go socialize with people. Give yourself a chance. What else do we have? Oh, one flipped right away on the inside. Three of Pentacles. It's the card of cooperation. Being part of something. Being consciously awake to your own human journey is being in cooperation with all of your cooperative components that is you. See, sense, feel what you feel with the depiction of this image here. The usual one would be three people, one person holding a scroll, another one has his hand in the air, and the other one's on a board and he's making something. So it looks like teamwork. This is about building that inner self, restructuring it in a way that you have cooperative components within you all operating in a harmonic way, which gives you your inner peace as you go through this journey. So it's how to achieve that on the inside so that you can operate more efficiently on the outside reality. How do you bring 5D to 3D? How do you make peace within? And for those of you that follow numerology, this is 3 and the 3, so we got 33. And we have a 9. So maybe for those of you that is looking for different frequencies, you could use 9, 6, 3 as a frequency to help with soothing your inside. Sitting in meditation. This is also an earth sign card. So it's about the 3D reality. How to bring your balance. There's a cube here on the inside. He's got a cube there. He's got his root chakra. And then left and right. So be comfortable. Root chakra is about your sense of security. Be comfortable. Know who you are. And the left and right hemisphere of a human. One side is the divine masculine, one side is divine feminine. So that would explain like the energies that you have, which is your nurturing side, the divine feminine, and your protective side, which is divine masculine. Your rational and creative side, and how to use those. And cube it's our reality. Our reality is we're all connected through the heart. So he says, bring everything to your heart. Bring your mind to your heart. Bring your third eye. Bring your throat. Everything to your heart. And from there, from through the heart, to get to the heart of the matter is it's your emotions. Through the heart, everything can be expressed. It's how to keep your balance, how to keep your attention there, keep your state of mind steady. It's how to use, and also learning how to use your physical vehicle. Physical vehicle has all kinds of things that we don't use on a day-to-day basis. When we get in a car, especially the newer cars, there's buttons you don't know what they're for. You need the owner's manual to figure out how to operate this car. These new ones with different buttons and stuff. And sure, we could do like those comedy movies and start touching every button and it'll make all kinds of weird reactions. That's pretty much how it feels like when you're learning how to operate your own vehicle. Sometimes you'll touch a button or something, you'll do something. It could be tapping method, and then emotions will just come out. You start crying. And you're like, oh my God. But it's not about how silly you look, it's about you learning how to operate this physical vehicle that contains an aspect of your greater spirit. And it's seated in your heart. Through your heart, that's how you get the connection to the divine. Through your heart, that's how you get the visions. Through your heart, that's how this whole reality was created. It was made out of love. But we came in here forgetting who we are. So of course we're gonna mess it up. So we're all like those babies being born and we don't know what we're doing. But then someone somewhere decided to write things or make hieroglyphs. It says the next generations, they'll do better, they'll do better. So they left messages. And some wanted to take that info and keep it hidden from you. Play cover, the wool over your eyes and you can't see nothing. Yeah, them people. But now it's like, oh, everything's out in the open and you just got to learn how to get that access. And there's many people that have awakened that are ready to teach and they will show you if you're willing. Willing. So that's where we're at right now. That's what we're learning right now. As a collective and individually. And on an individual front, for those that have passed certain milestones in their own evolvement, and they're part of the first groups that awakened, and every time there's a new group that awakens, the first groups that awaken, they feel it. And it's like they're going through that crap all over again. It's because it's like ripples in the water. One person started moving and created ripples. Everybody's feeling it. Even though they learned how to float on the water and not drown with every ripple, they started stabilizing and now they know how to navigate and ride through the storms. But when that happens, you instead of looking at everything that's passing in front of you and getting all scared. Oh no, it's Mercury retrograde. Oh no, it's eclipse season. Instead of getting scared, get excited. That means a new wave of people is waking up in the collective. You got to get just as excited as if someone is having a new addition to their family. It's just we don't know that. We just feel emotions. We don't know what's really going on, but there's people that are able to see and they can say it. And the greatest thing that was ever part of us is love. This is the Lover's card. Love, not so much in the sense of companionship, because, once she has her baby, this mother feels a deep love she never felt before for anyone. And this love is for this new baby, this new being. It's that kind of love I'm talking about. But in this case, the Lover's card is the love of you, who you are, that aspect that is divine that came into this vehicle. That part. The love of you on an individual aspect that came in and that wants to interact with other aspects. And we're all one, part of the same collective. And in the middle of the Lover's card, there's this. It represent. It looks like the Hierophant. So it's like it's you always have divine guides helping you with your inner connection. Also, what I see here is the elder, the wise elder within you, the inner child, very much connected to the divine energies. Your inner child is your source of creation. It's where laughter comes from, joy. It is the fountain of youth. So healing that inner child is very much part of your journey. And then you have the woman and you have the man. So you have the inner child, you have the nurturing, divine feminine aspect, you have the protective, uh, divine masculine, you have the wise elder. If you want as well, it's like reaching that point inside. You have like, in some cultures, they'll call it the Holy Trinity. And for other people's, on a scientific level, they'll say your awareness, your consciousness, and the subconscious. Or in other places, it could be said as it's the giver, the receiver, and the observer of energies. So it's how you look at it. This is called the Lover's card. It's about divine love, unconditional love within, for you, by you, about you. And it's not selfish. It's what we were missing. We could have been taught this when we were younger. There's other civilizations that had operated this way, but they were in denser energies, so it couldn't be sustained. Now we passed a marker collectively. We passed a marker, and now there's a new. We are literally in another spot in space where energy is not as dense, and it allows us to be able to evolve and allows us to be able to grow. We can do much more than we ever could. And even if we look back at our own lives when we were a certain age, and we look at the children today when we were that age, it's not the same. So there's like, you could see they're more open and not so stuck with old energies. Like the veil is thinner for the new ones that come in. That means all of us that wanted this life to be better or easier, not easier, but just that wants the soul to stay in the experience. You know what I mean? Like if it's too hard, the soul's just gonna say no, don't want to stay here. The soul, not the human consciousness. A lot of people I know, they kept saying, I'm ready to go to the next life. And the more they said that, the older they lived. So there was an image projected hiding something that was really going on the inside, but that was their own journey. And there's those that said, I still have a lot to do, and they're gone the next day, and they still of all these projects they started. But they have descendants, and some of their children took on what they had started. Woo, what else? Ace of Wands. Wow, look at that. Ace of Wands. When there's an integration of your divine masculine, divine feminine within, they call it the rise of the Kundalini energies. It starts at the root chakra, it's red. From the root chakra, and then there's like this burning sensation of energy that just explodes, goes right through you. It's you feel like you're going nuts. You really do. And that energy radiates whether you want to or not. It's just that time it was supposed to awaken. And when that happens, it's clearing a channel. It's like you've just been cleansed by fire. But what it does on a day-to-day thing, it makes you very attractive to many people. And they don't know why, and you don't know why. And it's funny, the interactions that happen through that, and the drama, and the gossip, and all that. But if you knew ahead of time, and you could like kind of just ease into the experience and learn to breathe better and learn to channel that in a more efficient way instead of radiating that all on the outside. Maybe that's what's going to be for the next generations, is when it happens to them, at least they'll have an understanding. And there's teachings about these things. It's just each person took their individual teachings all around the world, and nobody connected the dots yet on how. Because everyone, right, when they get into their own discipline, whatever it is, they're like, oh, I'm the best and I'm the one that can cure everything. And I'm like, okay, but you deal with psychology. Yes, yes, everything's about the brain. Okay, let me go see a chiropractor. Chiropractor, everything about bones and setting the bones, and then everything. And from that point there, everything is perfect. And you got no more problems. And it's like, but you're the bone doctor. Yes. And I'm the solution. You go see someone else. It used to be like that, okay? Now people it's been a few years now that people have started to integrate different aspects because they see how it connects with other things. And then there's this energy of cooperation between all the different disciplines because they realize the human body is complex. They realize it's not just one aspect, it's many, and sometimes at the same time. And you need to be able to balance all of those. For myself, I was able to bring it to 4 aspects: the physical. It used to be 3 for the longest time, and yeah, that holds a platform. If you put 3 legs, that's fine. But as soon as you get a little push, that chair that only has 3 legs will fall over. So I put a 4th chair. The aspect of life that people were not talking about too much in the past, and that was the emotional body, the emotional realm. That usually, it's there somewhat when we're really tiny, but it's there even more so, or wakes up even more when we hit in our teenage years. So male or female, there's tiny little differences, but there's reasons for that. So I brought it the 4 aspects And each one of these are full legs filled of everything else. So one is the physical aspect. Just the physical aspect? Well, anything physical. The food you eat, the exercise you do, the amount of sleep you have, uh, food, exercise, sleep. So far, there's other things too. Your physiology, everything that is physical in nature, and then oh yeah, and then you have the mental realm, or sorry, the in the mental realm you have two. You have the emotional and you have the intellectual. So the intellectual realm is one of the legs. So for the intellect, you need that intellectual stimulation, or else you're bored, or else you don't feel like you're doing anything. And then there's the emotional side. And then the fourth leg is the spiritual aspect. However it is that you believe, as long as you believe in something. And if you're an atheist, I say you still have that leg as long as you believe in yourself, your divine aspect of you. That just believing in yourself is nurturing the spirit within, or acknowledging that you have a consciousness that's inside a physical body that is affected by, that is inspired by intellectual or creative things, and also uh, inspired or by inspired or challenged by emotional things. So it's how you look at it. So when you have the integration of the divine and masculine, the divine masculine and feminine, and then it starts this physical and energetic combination of energies. It's like you're being reborn by internal fire. I like the picture that they used. So it clears the channel for something else to come through. Feeling satisfied, feeling good about yourself. You have this is the Eight of Pentacles. You go into apprenticeship. You start on the journey of getting to know who you are. And, oh, there's more. We're gonna stop the video here because this is jam full packed of info to just maybe listen to it again and see what connects. So this is Tina from Cosmic Turtles. We'll see you next time.